tip-off as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Lions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They go with Chubb on second down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Alert 3. Run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Let's go.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 20. On
1st and 10, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
leads to third.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 2-yard touchdown Brown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run here with Swift. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Swift, the Lions.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The wide receiver.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Browns.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stafford now to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Mayfield off the play fake. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down throw for Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go.
Second and 15.
25 to Mike. Alert, 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 alert. 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add on to their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28, Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Over the middle to Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up. At 25 for Mike. Hurry, hurry. Let's get this.
From the gun, Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Then he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
So we got man. Deuce.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jamie Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
34-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
You got nothing. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Hurry. He's time to move. It's time to bust. Bang.
Mayfield to throw it. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Check. Watch 54.
They go play action. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
21.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the red zone now, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
T.J. Hawkinson.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
We got 25 to Mike. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you through.
Mayfield. Buying time to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
4-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Nick Chubb. He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Here's Seibert for the Browns field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For Nick Chubb.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They run it again with Chubb. Just bowling over tacklers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So Cleveland